Sri Lanka went to India to begin 2023 with the hopes of registering a first ever bilateral series win in the country. It looked promising at the beginning for the visiting nation as they pushed India to their limits in the first two T20 clashes, but unfortunately, a tour that started so brilliantly ended up being a tour to forget for the island nation in a matter of days. So let's take a look at how Sri Lanka fared over the tour. The first leg of the tour was the T20 series, and it was an evenly contested one, especially in the first two games. Sri Lanka went to the final game with the chance of winning a bilateral series in India for the first time, but unfortunately got outplayed thanks to the individual brilliance of Suryakumar Yadav, who scored a thumping century. Yadav ended the series scoring the most number of runs with 170 in 3 games, while Sri Lankan captain Dasun Shanaka scored 124 runs to end up as the second highest run scorer. Axar Patel, who became a headache to the Lankan bowlers, made 117 runs to finish third in the list. Umran Malik took 7 wickets in the series to become the highest wicket taker. The exciting left-arm pace bowler for Sri Lanka, Dishan Madhushanka, claimed 5 dismissals to finish second, followed up by Shivam Mavi, who took 4 wickets in his very first international series. In the ODI series, Sri Lanka lacked the bowlers to take wickets, which was the clear difference between the two sides. Out of the 30 wickets on offer, Sri Lankan bowlers could only take 18. The Islanders could only put up at least a little fight during the second ODI, where the quick bowlers toiled hard while defending a below-par total of 216. But the real bashing for Sri Lanka came in the final ODI when they suffered the biggest defeat in the history of ODI cricket, as they lost by 317 runs while chasing a mammoth target of 391. Virat Kohli smashed 2 centuries in the ODI series, compiling 283 runs to become the highest run scorer, which also earned him the Player of the Series award. Shubman Gill, who was picked ahead of Ishan Kishan for this series even after Kishan made a double century in his last game, backed the decision of the selectors very well, scoring 207 runs with a half century and a century to become the second highest run scorer of the series. Indian captain Rohit Sharma ended third in the list with 142 runs. For Sri Lanka, only captain Dasun Shanaka was able to score 100 runs in the series, as the rest of the batters failed miserably. Mohammad Siraj was a treat to watch with his swing and radar-accurate bowling, especially under lights. He took 9 wickets in 3 games to become the highest wicket taker of the series, while Sri Lankan pacer Kasun Rajitha ended second, taking 6 wickets. But he will be concerned about the economy rate, as he conceded well over 7 runs per over in the series. Kuldeep Yadav, the Chinaman spinner, played just 2 games and picked 5 wickets to finish the series as the third highest wicket taker. For a side that went with some expectations of doing better in the some expectations of doing better in India compared to the previous Sri Lankan sides, this side promised a lot in the T20 leg, but unfortunately fell completely off the track during the latter half in the 50-over format. Mahindu Hasaranga going wicketless in the ODI series after bowling all 30 overs is a huge concern for the Islanders, and the fact that Kasun Rajitha made as many runs as Charita Salanga and more runs than top order batters Kusal Mendis and Avishka Fernando is a huge worry in the batting front. Sri Lanka's next assignment will be a tour to New Zealand in March, and with the World Cup qualification on the line, Sri Lanka will have to bounce back really quickly to make an impression.